I am in a cable car up in the air. Why can't I say on a cable car? I studied in a convent school which is at Greens Road. No, it is on Greens Road. I live on Chennai. No, I live in Chennai. Oh, this is so confusing. How do we know when to use what? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cornerstone Skills, and I'm on a mission to help you gain your fluency in English and build your confidence in your communication skills. So today we're going to look at these little words in, on, at, which are called prepositions. Preposition. They're positioned before the verb. These prepositions, they help to give location and direction in your English sentences. And they are prepositions of time and place. Now let's look at each of them in, on, and at, and let us see how they can give us some information about the location. For example, when I say I am in the car, or I am on the car, I am at the car. So this picture here shows that I am in the car. But if I was sitting on top of the car, I would say I am on the car. And if I'm standing beside the car, I would say I am at the car. So now you must know which preposition to use when. These sentences are not wrong, but the meaning in each one is different. So let's dive in and understand more about the in, on, and at. In is mostly for general usage. On is for less general. And at is for specifically. For when you may talk about something specific. Let's focus on the in. And it is used as preposition of time. So the first one is, how do we use the in for periods of time? In future, in the present, in the past. Let's look at a few examples. In future, I would like to buy a car. In the past, I remember I used to walk to school. In is also used when we talk about the years and the months and the weeks. For example, in 2020, we visited USA. In June, I will be celebrating my birthday. In a few weeks, I would be visiting my children. Now, we also use in for seasons. In summer, in winter, in autumn. In summer, it is hard to survive without an air conditioner. In winter, the weather is very pleasant. In autumn, the leaves change color, and I love it. In is also used for parts of days. In the morning, in the evening, in the night. In the morning, I find it very difficult to go for a walk. In the evening, I go for my walk. And in the night, I cannot sleep well because of the dog's bark. It is also used as preposition of place. We use in for countries and cities or any large area or enclosed space. I live in India or I live in Chennai. I am in a cab. I am in the cable car. Where are you? I am in the house having dinner, or I am in the classroom taking class. You could also say in the book, in the news, in the newspaper. I read the life history of Shakespeare in the book. Did you read in the news about the bridge that collapsed? Now let's look at a few examples of using preposition in enclosed areas, in enclosed spaces. I have ice cream in my fridge. I have some chocolates in my pockets. There is no more coffee in my coffee cup. On. Now let's come to on. On is less general than in and less specific than at. So we focus on on. Let's focus on used as a preposition of time. Now remember, we said in is used for years and months, but we use on for days of the weeks and dates. So I was born on Wednesday. I arrived in Chennai on the 27th of March. Every word that ends in day, we use an on, is preceded by on. On Saturday, on Republic Day, we plan to go for a picnic. On New Year's Day, we laze around with our friends. On Christmas Day, we have lunch together with the family. It is important that we arrive on time for our meetings. What does it mean? We should always keep time and not be late. Now, how is on used for preposition as a preposition of place? On the floor. I live on the 4th floor. Where do you live? There is some dirt on the ceiling. On the table. For surfaces, you say on. For the media, we use on. I was on TV last week. Did you watch my program? On the news, on the internet. For public transport, we say on. On a plane. Have you traveled on a plane? I was on the train. On a bus. Now you may ask this question. Why do we say on for train and bus and plane? And we say in for car. That's easy to remember. Any vehicle where you can stand, you say on. Where you can remain standing inside the vehicle, you say on. I can stand inside a plane. I can stand inside a train. I can stand inside a bus. And so I say on. But in a car, I have to crouch in and get inside. And so I say it. On is also used for streets and roads. I live on Greens Road. Now, let's talk about the last one, at. And which is used, which is the most specific preposition. So how is at used as a preposition of time? Whenever you are specifically talking about something, use at. I have to leave office at 4 p.m. today. At dinner, we shall discuss about the birthday celebration. I cannot talk to you at the moment as I am busy. At sunrise, at sunset, at Easter, at Christmas. Now, what is the difference between at Easter and on Easter Day? At Easter or at Christmas means that season, that Christmas season, that period. But on Christmas Day means that particular day. So at Easter, my friends and I, we plan to go for a picnic, which means for that weekend. But on Easter Day, my family and I, we plan to feast together. How is at used as a preposition of place? At the White House or at addresses. For example, I live at 46 Richmond Street. Now for locations, you will use at. Where are you? I'm at the bakery. I'm at the coffee shop. I'm at the restaurant. I'm at work. I'm at college. I'm at home or I'm in the house. You either say I'm at home or I'm in the house. At the top, at the bottom, at the beginning, at the end. Being specific. A random one. If you ask me where are you standing, I'm standing at the table. I'm not standing on the table. I'm standing at the table and I'm working on my laptop, which is on the table. So one of the ways of understanding in, on, at. Let me give you a simple sentence. I studied at St. Joseph's in Chennai. I live at Koramangala on Brigade Road in Bangalore. So at is used for small places. In is used for the larger place. And on is used for a street or a road. Prepositions are so important, and we need to master them to build up our confidence in English. So be conscious of these prepositions when you keep reading or listening to anything in English. Prepositions are not very easy. Even today, even if you have mastered the English language well, we sometimes make mistakes in prepositions. So not to worry, it's a learning. Every day is a learning for everyone. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.